Now, we will be using in our prediction ARIMA model. So, let's understand what is ARIMA. ARIMA stands for Autoregressive Integrated Moving Average. Now, this looks like a very long, complex term, but it's pretty simple to understand. So, we will break it into parts and try and understand what ARIMA means. ARIMA stands for basically the autoregressive part, the AR part. Then another part is the moving average. So let's understand what is autoregressive. Autoregressive means that there is a strong correlation to itself for the previous values, as we talked about. So that's your autoregression. So which means that you can calculate today's value using yesterday's value or day before yesterday's value. So past few days value is useful for calculating today's value, right? So this t minus 1 is the previous time period, which could be day, hour, week, month, based on what data and what parameter you're using. So here, autoregressive basically means that it is strongly correlated to the previous value. For example, today's value may have 90% impact of yesterday's value. So this coefficient would be 0.9. We have to determine the coefficient for every previous time period value which is significant, right? So this is my autoregressive term. Now moving average. So moving average is basically trying to do some averaging over the error in our prediction. Now, how do we do that? So we try to find the error that occurred in the previous day in our prediction and the actual value, and we also measure the error in the previous to previous day and the actual value, and then we try to find how that is impacting today's value. So the impact of error in the prediction in the previous day's value, there is an impact in today's value. If we use that, then we will have lesser error. So this whole term is dedicated to reducing the error continuously over a period of time. Now, you may have error over the past period, past to past period. Significant, it depends on how many previous time periods are significant. That is the Q term. Q means how many previous time period errors are important in today's prediction. And P here means that how many previous time period values are important in today's prediction. Now there is a constant here. A constant is kind of a bias in the system, so which means that it will not go below this, right? So there is kind of a base price. So that's my constant, right? So this is the forecasting equation for ARIMA, and I hope you now understand what ARIMA is. So to recap, ARIMA consists of autoregressive terms, which is basically determining the dependence of today's value on previous time periods values, right? So that's my autoregressive term. The moving average is trying to reduce the error. It's a typical project manager's paradigm to look at moving average or rolling average and try to get a better prediction. So we are trying to reduce our errors by having a moving average term. That's my ARIMA. Now we understand the P, D and Q parameters. We kind of skipped this part where we look at D. D is differencing, which means that you difference your series. First difference, second difference, third difference, you go on taking the differencing. So until your series is stationary. So now the P, D and Q values. The P value, if you look at, is the number of previous time period observations which are important to today's prediction. Q is basically the number of previous time period errors which are important in today's prediction. And D is the number of differencing that we need to do in series to get a stationary series, right? So that's my P, D and Q parameters. These parameters are very key parameters for ARIMA, and that's why we discussed this. Now let's go back to our code and try and find out the P, D, Q parameters for our stock prices that we have extracted today. Let's look at that.